Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashodanandana Vajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Yashodanandana Vajajanarandana Yamuna Tiravanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Jai Prabhupada Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada, Jai 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Gurudev, Jai Srila Gurudev, Gurudev, Jai Gurudev. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Tato Jayamudiraye
Jaya Viraya.
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke
Bhagavate Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki
Bhaktir Bhavati Nashiki.
Krishnaya Vasudevaya
Krishnaya Vasudevaya.
Devaki Nandanaya Cha
Devaki Nandanaya cha.
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya
Nanda Gopa Kumaraya.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
Govindaya Namo Namaha.
So we are reading today from the wonderful prayers of Srila Prahlad Maharaj, text 9. Manye dhanabhijana rupa tapashrauta aujasaha tejo prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga
Veda Prabhava Bala Paurusha Buddhi Yoga.
naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso
Naradhanaya Bhavanti Parasya Pumso.
bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutha paya. Please repeat. Manedhanabhijana rupa tapashotaja tejo prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutha paya. Manedhanabhijana rupa tapashotaja tejo prabhava bala paurusha buddhi yoga naradhanaya hi bhavanti parasya pumso bhaktya tutosha bhagavan gajayutha paya. Word to word meaning. Manye, I consider. Dhana, riches. Abhijana, aristocratic family. Rupa, personal beauty,
personal beauty,
tapa,
tapa,
austerity,
austerity,
shruta,
Sutta,
knowledge from studying the Vedas,
knowledge of studying the Vedas,
ojha,
Oja,
sensory prowess,
sensory powers,
teja,
Teja,
bodily effulgence,
bodily intelligence,
prabhava,
Prabhava,
influence,
influence,
bala,
Bala,
bodily strength,
bodily strength,
paurusha,
Purusha,
diligence,
diligence,
buddhi,
Buddhi,
intelligence,
intelligence,
yoga,
Yoga,
mystic power,
mystic power,
na,
Na,
not,
not,
aradhanaya,
Aradhanaya,
for satisfying.
for satisfying,
He
He,
indeed
indeed,
bhavanti
Bhavanti,
are
are,
parasya
Parasya,
of the transcendent
of the transcendent,
Pumsaha,
Pumsa,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Bhaktya,
Bhaktya,
simply by devotional service,
simply by devotional service,
Tutosha
Dosha,
was satisfying,
was satisfying,
Bhagavan, the
Bhagavan,
Supreme Personality of Godhead,
the Supreme Personality of Godhead,
Gajayuthapaya,
Gajayutapaya,
unto the king of the elephants,
the
Gajendra,
king of elephants,
Gajendra.
Gajendra.
Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth and aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yoga power. But I think that even by all these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord by simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. Purport. No kind of material qualification is the means for satisfying the Supreme Personality of Godhead. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, only by devotional service can the Lord be known. Bhaktya mam abhijanati. Unless the Lord is pleased by the service of a devotee, the Lord does not reveal himself. Naham prakasha sarvasya yogamaya samavritah. This is the verdict of all the Shastras. Neither by speculation nor by material qualifications can one understand or approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Om Jnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantika Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapadakamana Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathamritam Tam Sajivam Sadavaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhantitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Nityanamane Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pashyati Deshakarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauravashe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय नीलाचलनिवासाय नित्याय परमात्मने बलभद्र सुभद्राभ्यां श्रीजगन्नाथाय ते नमः। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मुखं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. So I seek the blessings of His Greatness Swami Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas and the Vaishnavis, all the devotees gathered here, so that we can make some humble attempt to glorify the Lord and the devotees and be absorbed in those glories. Prahlad Maharaj continued, one may possess wealth, an aristocratic family, beauty, austerity, education, sensory expertise, luster, influence, physical strength, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yoga power. But I think that even by all of these qualifications, one cannot satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, one can satisfy the Lord simply by devotional service. Gajendra did this, and thus the Lord was satisfied with him. The list being narrated by Srila Prahlad Maharaj are the very items of glamour and glitter which everyone in this material world is running after. This list comprises of everything which is considered valuable in this world. And Srila Prahlad Maharaj is explaining that this entire big list, which everybody is mad after or enamored by, this entire big list tantamounts to zero because it doesn't satisfy the Supreme Lord. So, why is the Lord not satisfied with any of these? We can say that these are, this list is the hallmark of material existence, the best, the most cherished, the, the cream, what is available in this material world, is this entire list. People do what not to accumulate all of these for the sake of wealth. People do what not austerities just for the sake of wealth. They want to travel and traverse and unknown terrains, unknown frontiers, aristocracy. How everybody is focused on adding on more and more accolades to themselves. So people feel so much that, okay, uh, just to have the tag of aristocracy. Nowadays, there are different notions of aristocracy. Being an NRI is considered very aristocratic nowadays. Uh, Similarly, education, influence, diligence, intelligence, and mystic yoga. That means mystic yoga power, it encapsulates all kinds of material achievements which one can have. Because the modern day notion of mystic yoga is that, okay, if you can have $1 million company, that's some yogic power. That's in one sense a mystic power. If you can have $1 billion company, that's some sort of a mystic power. So any of these material accolades do not tantamount to anything. So why is the Lord not satisfied with any of these? Because none of this is beneficial to us. All of these are tainted with the potentiality of infecting us very profusely into this ground of illusion and delusion. So that is Krishna's supreme mercy that the Supreme Lord only accepts that which is beneficial for the devotee. Krishna acts for our purpose. So therefore the Lord is only accepting that which is beneficial for us. The Lord doesn't accept any of these. Whether it is wealth or beauty or education, diligence, intelligence, physical strength, yogic powers. The goal of life is very, very clear. And actually, it is the Lord's mercy and it is the supremost mercy of the acharyas and the devotees of the Lord who work tirelessly or who have been working tirelessly to expose that which is meaningful and that which is superfluous in front of us. The nature of this material world is such that it has the potentiality to bind the living entity for eternity. Why? Because in this material world, that which is real has some dimensions, has some limits. But that which is illusory has no limits. So this material world is unlimited, not in the sense that the material world does not have dimensions. The material world is a very small portion of the entire reality. Prabhupada explains it's one fourth. It's a small portion of the entire cosmic reality. So material world is a small place. It has limitations, it has dimensions in the sense that, so where is it unlimited? It is unlimited because it simply fluffs around the illusion. And once one comes to interface or once one gets intoxicated with illusion, then illusion has no boundaries. Which means that the whole life may pass away in illusion, which means life after life may pass away in illusion. And therefore, the material world has the potentiality to bind the living entity for eternity. And that is what this material world is. So each of these factors which are mentioned here are basically potential viruses which spread this incurable infection of illusion. It spreads this incurable infection of illusion. And a person thinks that, okay, I am tottering around or I am lingering around in something very meaningful and tangible. But it is all illusion. These are all cancers. Each one of them are cancers. And it is the Acharya's great mercy that they expose what is right from what is wrong. They expose the illusion from reality. Each one of these are cancers which can debilitate the entire strength, the entire potentiality of the living entity. Since centuries, we are watching people running after, chasing after all these accolades, and thereby spoiling the colossal human energy. So we can see it as these Acharyas' great mercy that they are showing us what is of priority, what is of value, what is of priority, what is of value. And therefore, the Acharyas are teaching us, now even in the path of spirituality, the Acharyas are teaching us what is bhakti and what is bhakti abhas. Because when one takes to devotional service, it's not that the material infection is gone. The material infection takes on another variant. And that variant is that it takes on a covering of spirituality. It is the same material infection. So many times, even as devotees, one may get lost into a chase behind aristocracy, into a chase behind wealth, into a chase behind education, influence. Sensory expertise. That expertise can be expertise of mridanga playing. That expertise can be expertise of Sanskrit. But these are all traps and illusions. The mission of the Lord requires none of these. The prime ingredient which the mission of the Lord requires is genuine practice of Krishna consciousness. Srila Prabhupada used to say that genuine practice of Krishna consciousness is most attractive. And that is what is all that is required. That is what all that is required. So, and therefore, we have to understand what is primary and what is secondary. A chase behind secondary or a chase behind what is superfluous is going to make our lives very, very complicated. Very, very complicated. It makes our lives very, very complicated. So much so one doesn't understand how one has got entangled and how one has to come out of it. One just there is only one way how to get further entangled. Therefore, this is a great web. Therefore, one has to keep the primary. The primary is always the holy name and the holy glories of the Lord. So therefore, the Acharyas have been exemplifying this, and the Acharyas have been explaining, like in Prabhupada's life. Now, Srila Prabhupada was demonstrating the early part of his life that how he was having an idea of helping through amassing wealth. But Krishna took off that idea or filtered off that idea, and Srila Prabhupada was most ecstatic by that. And then Srila Prabhupada could demonstrated how only one mission of preaching, of distributing the glories of the Lord. Now, now the Lord has given us, and the Lord says, Harishyata Dhanam Shanay, that is a great mercy of the Lord. But there is an even greater mercy of the Lord than that. And what is that mercy? That in the first place only the Lord doesn't give any of these. So the Lord is not giving much wealth. It's a very fortunate position. If the Lord is not giving us much aristocracy or influence, a very great mercy of the Lord. Then we can be simply fluffing around the holy name and the holy glories of the Lord. So therefore, the Lord is not giving us any. In the first place, only if any of these are not there, then it is a great benediction. It is even greater mercy of the Lord than giving and taking it off. Than giving and even taking it off, actually. So, so therefore, actually, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur explains that life's mission should be. So what should be our life's mission? Our life's mission is not to secure jobs. Our life mission is not to secure passports, not to secure PRs and so on and so forth. The life mission is just to open a marketplace for the holy name. Wherever we are allowed to venture, wherever we are allowed to go along, we just carry on that marketplace of the holy name. And any material accolades or any material assets come on the way, we just keep offering that along in the fire or burning that along in the fire of the Sankirtan. Therefore, one time Radhisham Prabhu was telling that even as not temple devotees and not temple residents or temple management, we should not store money for a long time. Shambhu said, money is Maya. As soon as money comes, immediately the mind gets infected. Even if that money is in the ISKCON account, do you have access to that account and rights? And Shambhu said, was telling that that money should be immediately burnt in the fire of Sankirtan. No storage. That money should be immediately burned in the fire of Sankirtan, actually offered to Krishna. No? Because if it remains and it is not offered to Krishna, it can pollute and infect us, actually. So therefore, the purpose of our life is just to open this. The Bhakti Thakur explained the marketplace of the holy name. That's what we are all supposed to do. Even if we have an umbrella to sit under, that umbrella becomes a marketplace for the holy name. That should be the mission of life, actually. That should be the mission of the life. And this is what Srila Prahlad Maharaj here is emphasizing. That simply by devotional service, we can satisfy the Supreme Lord. Simply by devotional service, we can attain to the perfectional stage of our own lives and make our lives meaningful. Let's stop here for today. Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. Hari Bol.
Genuine practice of Krishna consciousness will attract the Lord, because the genuine practice of Krishna consciousness will make us humble, soft in our heart.
Yes.
And then that will attract Krishna, that will attract others. Yes. But as soon as, because it's mentioned in the words tapasya also.
Yes.
So even tapasya and intelligence, so even bhakti avas. So if we become proud of our austerities as a devotee, or if we become proud of our intelligence, scriptural knowledge as a devotee, or if we become proud, as soon as pride comes, Krishna goes out of the Rasila place when gopis search for Krishna. So yes. Pride is the destroyer of bhakti.
Yes, pride is the destroyer of bhakti. And each one of these lists which Prahlad Maharaj is mentioning here, it potentially increases and inflates our pride, actually. So we have to be very careful with all of these. Hi, Baba.